Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Bob here. Welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Profile for Legacy of the Duelist. Now, I know we're kind of on the countdown towards Master Rule 4 in Link Evolution, but considering that I have a pretty good amount of decks I've actually constructed, and I got these from various places and have seen good success from all of them, I figured I just want to go ahead and chronicle a lot of them for you guys. So, before we abandon Master Rule 3 forever, this is Satellarknights, well, one of the variants of the Tellarknights format that came out, I think, in Arc 5. I don't believe they have much presence in Zaxul. I could be wrong about that. But basically, Satellarknights has been my best friend for months now. This deck has been pretty much anytime I'm doing matches against the CPU or something really strong like Dragon Rolls or shit like that, this is the deck I pretty much fall back on like every time. This is what is essentially called the rank 4 toolbox, where you're able to swarm the field easily with level 4 monsters that have good attack power and are able to special summon themselves and multiples of themselves. So in essence, it's really easy recursion and just so much strong consistency. In Satellarknights, I believe actually won Worlds once. I've heard they won it in 2015 or 2016. I could be wrong about that, but that is what I heard. And considering how strong this deck is, I'm not entirely too surprised about that. So I'm going to go ahead and break this deck down. It served me so well going through this game and Tag Force Special in the last couple of months. So I hope that you guys will find some usage out of this. Now, one thing I do want to say, however, is that since we are going to Master Rule 4, and we have to deal with the one extra direct slot for monsters unless you get links on the field, this deck is kind of hit really hard. Like, I'm pretty sure this deck is in rogue status, and I can absolutely see why. As in, like, it's still a really strong deck, but it's not like topping tournaments or anything like that. But I would be willing to bet this deck can actually get you a lot of material for link monsters. Although it's kind of difficult to do that considering their innate abilities to only really focus on Xyz monster per turn. But outside of that, it's still probably gonna be pretty good. Just be worried about that. Links are gonna hurt this deck a lot from going from this game into Link Evolution, but for the most part, you're still gonna be really strong with this deck. So I'm gonna break this down bit by bit. So essentially, this deck comes down to focusing on two forward playmakers: Vega, which allow when you summon this card. Now, know how these cards don't say normal summon or special summon, just summon. Like either or, you can normal summon it or pull from the graveyard, either or. It allows you to just summon another Tellarknight card from your hand, or Satellarknight. Nope, just a Tellarknight, I guess. How about that shit? From your hand. And now you have Altair, which allows you to pull something from the graveyard. Again, anytime this is just regularly summoned, not normal summon, not special summon, just any kind of summon, just immediately pull from the graveyard. So that's pretty good. And then from there, you start going to fun stuff like Deneb, which allows you to search one Tellarknight card from your deck. And then you have stuff like Uno Kalai. I have no idea how to accurately pronounce this name, which allows you to set up your graveyard for further plays if you so choose to. Also, for free burn damage. I actually do like this card quite a bit. It's pretty fun just to fuck with people. This allows you to get a free draw for dumping shit from your graveyard back into your deck. You were the same thing. Let's see. And Capella, which allows you to turn all level 4 Tellarknights you have on the field into not into level 5s, but they can be used as substitutions for level 5 materials going into rank 5s. So this deck is pretty goddamn strong, and with the combination of cards such as Photon Lead and Satellarknight Skybridge, there's a lot of routes to pop 2, 3, sometimes even 4, like just level 4 monsters on the field. And this is, again, this is what's typically called the rank 4 engine, where you can just swarm, you have dominance, you can just pull up anything from anywhere, and it's pretty fun time to be had by all. So in terms of everything else in this deck, you have Instant Fusion to funnel into Elder Entity Norden. Always a fantastic card, especially since you pull a card that's level 4 or lower, which is pretty much everything in the deck, like just unanimously right there. Reinforcement of the army, which is always handy. So I will say though, there are two key warnings I want to give to you about this deck, and that's about Altair and Skybridge. Both of these cards have a bit of a drawback to them when you use them. So starting with Altair, when you special summon a card from your graveyard, you're locked into then only being able to attack using Stellarknights or Tellarknights, I guess, during your battle phase. So let's say if you were to use Altair, pull up like another one from your hand or from your graveyard, and then you were to go into like Ragnar Zero can attack. But if you have 3 on the field and you go into Delteros can attack. Because, you know, it has the prefix or it has the subword Tellarknight in its name. None of these other cards have it in their name, even Star Liege. So bear all this in mind and you'll be able to do pretty well. Now, Skybridge though, Skybridge is a bit of a pain in the dick. This one I've been recently learning because I don't really put too much mileage on this one until recently, and it allows you to pull a Tellarknight from your deck to the field. But the problem is, for as long as those cards are on the field that you altered or you pulled, I guess, maybe, you cannot summon anything from your extra deck unless it is a Tellarknight. So if you're stuck with 2 monsters, you're done. Unless you draw manually 1 more card. But until then, you're kind of fucked. So yeah, and then from there, you have a bunch of generic rank 4 monsters that are really good support. If you've been playing this game for any length of time, I don't have to explain like Tsukiyomi, Castel, number 101, Ragnar Zero. These are also all cards I've already gone over in the past. Star Liege is a really good card I feel like works with this deck because it only requires 2 level 4 light monsters, and if it gets destroyed, you get 1 card. So, you know, it's not too bad. And of course, 2 of the big boys in this deck, Delteros and Triverr. Now, Triverr is really, really good. You have 4 Tellarknights on the field, you rank into it, and it bounces literally everything on the field into the hands. Now, the best part about this is that it's non-targeting, so when you pop it, it stays on the field, but everything else goes back to the hands. So if you want to like chain multiple once per turn effects that are on cards that are soft once per turns, you can easily do that. Like Dragon Ravine, yeah, done. I mean, if you have Dragon Ravine here for some reason, you can do that as an example, which is really, really strong. And when it's on the field, has this ability, burn 1 Xyz material, make your opponent randomly discard 1 card, and considering they had their entire hand or their entire field pulled back into their hand as random, that's pretty strong. That's nothing to scoff at. And then Delteros, target 1 card. This thing is actually really good because, to quickly elaborate, Triverr is specifically 3 level 4 Tellarknight monsters, but Delteros, 3 level 4 monsters. So that means if you use Norden can be used as an Xyz material, as well as like Honest or something like that, because, you know, you always run Honest in a light base deck. It's too good. It's just too strong. Yeah, no, that's a really good thing, especially with like Summon a Monk. So yeah, and then Delteros, like I was explaining before, you can just burn 1 material, destroy any 1 card on the field. It's targeting, granted, but it doesn't really matter too much because it can hit face downs, it can hit monsters, spells and traps, field spells, literally anything. And if you want to blow up something on your field, you can do that. That's really strong, I would absolutely say. And then Triverr and Delteros have one more cool effect where once destroyed, you having Xyz materials, you can pull something from your deck or from your graveyard. I believe Triverr pulls from the graveyard. Yep. Now, a really cool combination with this. If Altair is already in your graveyard and it's your opponent's turn, Triverr gets blown up, go into Altair, and then you can go to Deneb to search 1 monster, or you can go to Vega and pull 1 thing from your hand. And then the thing you pull from your hand can then chain its ability, like Deneb or something, to search, you know, more stuff from your deck. This deck is just really, really strong recursion. Like, at any given time, unless you pull a really terrible draw, you're usually going to have access to some strong-ass cards, like, at any given point. It's absolutely crazy. And then they have their own unique archetype trap, Stellar Nova Alpha, negate something, and, you know, send 1 by destroying 1 Tellarknight monster you control, and then draw 1 card. So, considering you just burn 1 easy spawn to negate something, and you can get a free draw off of it, pretty good. And then Soul Charge just matches so well with this deck. Dark Hole's a freebie. Yeah, this deck is absolutely fucking fantastic. I absolutely recommend running this deck at some point if you are playing Master Rule 3. Now again, I'm saving myself for Master Rule 4 when Link Evolution comes out, so I can play it with you guys. That being said, again, this deck doesn't really require having multiple rank 4s on the field at once, but it does benefit from it, like having Delteros and Triverr, or 2 Delteros to blow up 2 cards on the field, or Like if you have some stuff, you can go into have materials to go like 3 material Rongo Miniad and a Ragna Zero. Ragna Zero is also really good for this deck because you guys probably know blow up one card whose attack points are different from its base attack. Draw a card, super good in this deck. So now we're gonna go ahead and go into some sample duels. I've already run this deck a few times beforehand as warm up. You're gonna see some shit. Alright, so currently I'm going up against Don 1000 because he has a pretty similar rank 4 spam deck, but it's not quite as strong. So this is a little bit of a weaker hand, but there's absolutely stuff we can do with this. So what I'm going to first do, start with Procyon. Now since I don't have any other Tellarknights in my hand to get a free draw, I can't do much with this ability, but what I can do is use Skybridge in order to get something else on the field. Now unfortunately there is still a requirement that I can only go into Tellarknights using the materials that are on the field. But considering I'm kind of stuck regardless, this will have to do for the time being. So I go into Zanab. Again, literally anytime you do anything with this deck to pull something from onto the field, their abilities activate. It's not going to search something for free. Go into Vega. Vega and Altair are always like your key combo starters, just unanimously. They're just so important. Oh, look at that. I can actually use Photon Lead. Again, special something for free from your hand. Nothing else I can pull from my hand right now, but I would say this is not too bad of a start. I could have played this a little bit better, but honestly, this is not too shabby. Swing into Fire Hand using Honest. You would have cards like that, wouldn't you? You sack of crap. Fire Hand is still dead though, but I'm going to lose something else. Not a huge deal. I could probably just pop Dark Hole once to pull Altair. You know, that's all fun. And I do have a Solemn Strike still in the field too, so if he tries to do something, I can slow him down a little bit. I'd be willing to bet he's probably going to go into Ragna Zero. He loves Ragna Zero so much. Or Silent on an Arc. I don't know why he did that, but okay. Let's see if I can't negate this. Yes, I can. Although you might be able to burn the materials in order to destroy it. Nope, okay. Again, the level of recursion this deck has is pretty good. Although that's more on the Solemn cards being strong by themselves, so not really that impressive. Soul Charge already. You know what? I'll take it. First pop Dark Hole to get rid of his card. Now use Soul Charge in order to bring everything from my graveyard. A little costly on my life points, but honestly, this is not going to be too bad. Defense mode, just in case something shouldn't get negated for some odd reason. And again, since Soul Charge is popping, I can use each of these abilities like in sequence. I can use a Neb to pull something from my deck. Ooh, actually it will. I didn't think it would let me do that. So I'll go into Alsem for the free damage on him, because why not? Not a lot else I can do anyway. Oh, I didn't use my normal summon yet. Nice. Now look at this. All these materials on the field for free after just one play using Soul Charge. I mean, granted, it's not perfect because I can't attack this turn, but it's not a horribly bad deal. I can just go ahead and go into Delteros. Gonna have to think ahead of a little bit for this one, but not too bad. Actually, what I can do, utilize Honest ability to pull it back to the hand. Have Delteros sitting pretty on the field. And now the fun stuff. Even if there's nothing problematic on the field right now I need to deal with, just being able to get that sheer field presence going for myself is pretty decent. Pop you, you're probably Rush Recklessly. Yeah, that'd be good. Although I have Honest to counter it anyway. Yeah, usually use Delteros in order to actually counter a problematic card that appears on the field, but it can also be great for just popping back row and all that fun stuff. So what we got right now? Instant Fusion. Actually, I will absolutely take that. Instant Fusion in order to go into Norden. These animations are so much longer than they are in Attack More Special. I'm just not used to this right now. So, pop Norden. Use the ability. I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, I can't access the Neb right now. That's not too big a deal. Pop that. Now, the unfortunate thing is that most things in this deck will allow you to pop their abilities, except for Norden, because when Norden summons a monster, its abilities are negated. So unfortunately, Vega's special summoning ability does not kick in. Unfortunate, but I mean, you have trade-off somewhere, right? Now, what I could easily do right now, actually, is summon Honest, go into another Delteros if I want to, which, frankly, it's kind of tempting, but I don't want to. Yeah, I'm gonna burn materials. Screw it. Just to show this off for the audience. Again, look at these. I have two Xyz monsters on the field that each require 3 materials. I got all this by turn 6. I mean, yeah, arguably there are faster ways to do this. I did kind of draw a bad hand, but considering how strong this is, I'm not really too worried. Now, yeah, honestly, it's not too bad. So, dump Vega. Again, it's always good to have these cards in the back row or in the graveyard. So if you draw Altair, or if you draw a revival card of some kind, it's easy to just pull them up. Oh, that's didn't have what? No wonder. Pop you. Yep, you're a force. Good thing I popped that guy. And with that, destroy you and destroy you. Actually, Star Seraph is a very common staple in Constellars, so it's interesting to see that there. Now, you did see there are rank 5 and rank 6 cards in this extra deck. So, what each of these are: Stellar Knight, Constellar Diamond. That's a hell of a name. This thing basically makes it so that you kind of bottleneck your opponent. If you're finding a Lightsworn deck or something that revives from the graveyard, it's really good. The exact effect is, while this card has Xyz material, neither player can send cards from the deck to the graveyard, and anytime that returns from the graveyard to the hand is banished instead. So pretty good. If something revives heavily on revivals like zombies or something like that, just banish. Not even a big deal, just banish it. And it also kind of counters dark decks too, because if a dark monster activates the effect, you can negate it and destroy it. Still pretty good. I don't like you doing this too much though, because as I explained before, Delteros has this cool ability where if it's destroyed, you can special summon a Tellarknight monster from the deck. Or hand, I guess. I actually did catch that before. So, it's a bit of a risk reward. I'm going to do it right now for my Delteros on the right, because it has less material, so it only has 1 more on it anyway. Plus, there's a little more extra oomph behind it, and it's not really that big a deal. The problem with this, though, is that the abilities don't kick in the turn you special summon it. They actually kick in the next turn because, you know, the parentheses right there, Xyz materials attached to this monster become. Actually, wait, is that this card or the other one? Oh, it might be Ptolemy, actually. By the way, you've probably seen Ptolemy before. This card is pretty good. Let's see. Once per turn, you can attach one Xyz material from this card and target one monster on the field or in either player's graveyard, and I can target it to the hand. Really good. Really, really good for just nuking problematic cards. I see this thing splash into so many random decks. It's in my Zolkeen deck. It's in a whole bunch of random stuff that doesn't even really need it. It's just a really handy card to have for just bouncing shit. You can make an argument it's foolish to pull this out early, but I mean, if shit should go south, it's good to have. I mean, Don Thousand here has 1 card to his name, so not really a big deal. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's not going to work. So, pop Delteros. Destroy you. Now, a cool thing that I actually do want to mention, there's very few ways to actually summon Norden in this deck, but as it happens, Soul Charge does bring back Norden. So if you want to save yourself 1,000 life points for some reason, you can use Soul Charge on Norden. Norden special summons a level 4, and then you can go to rank 2 material rank 4 if you want to. That's if you want to. Unfortunately, when you do summon Norden this way, it negates the special summon monster's ability. But it is there if you want it, so always pretty good. Now let's go ahead and swing for game, because I'm pretty much already there. Yep. And yep. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and get this going against a slightly stronger deck, because there's some real shit you need to see with this deck. It's great. So now in a hilarious twist, I'm actually going to be doing a test run against a Qliphort deck, because, I mean, why the hell not? I'll just burn Maxi early in case he does stuff, because knowing this... Oh, he's not getting special summon now. Roll summon tributes, not a big deal. You got stealth. Qliphorts are actually a deck I've been running regularly the last few weeks as well, so I'll probably make a deck profile for them at some point as well. Towers is really, really strong. I don't think he runs towers though. So You can do it? Nope. Okay, normal summon turns to 1800 or still 24. Oh, both of them probably boost his attack power. No wonder. Let's see. Photon lead. No. While it is absolutely tempting to just go ahead and pop this early, what we're going to do, reinforcement of the army. Now, bear with me. Summon Vega. Or not summon Vega. Break to the hand. Nope. Summon Vega. Here's where things get a little complicated. So, first summon Vega. Summon Deneb. I love these animations. Now, pop Deneb's ability, which allows me to pull something from the deck. Now, whenever I pull from the deck, I will have immediate access to it. So, I think we're going to go ahead and actually pull and utilize Photon Lead. You can probably see this is a little too costly, but frankly, this is not too bad. Oh, I should pop its ability. Not a horribly big deal. Now, Triverr is goddamn awesome, and I'm going to show you why. And with this boy on the field, now it's true he does have 2500 attack and 2100 attack versus 2500 defense, so it might seem tempting to keep him in defense mode, but trust me, anything that is going to be running over this thing will probably not fall within that, 400 point range, so it doesn't really matter too much. Now with it summoned, everything goes back to the hand, even pendulums. Pendulums, back row, front row, again, non-targeting removal. This is so goddamn good. And with this, I can go ahead and start making my plays. So, dump Vega, because anytime Vega is in the graveyard, Altair is having a good time. And randomly discard one card from the hand. And again, this can be his already established stuff. Ooh, I made him discard Monolith. Nice. And there's absolutely no restrictions on Triverr not being able to attack. So, pretty much, you disrupt all your opponent's plays. Anything that had a drop is automatically gone. And that includes all rank monsters as well. Or, sorry, all Xyz monsters as well. So they have to reestablish everything, and they just got hit for 2100 attack points for free. So, pretty solid. Now, unfortunately for me, I had to deal with a Qliphort deck, because that's why I chose to fight. I'm not looking too good. Oof. Well, Scout doesn't have very good attack points. Oh god, what are you summoning? Oh, this allows you to swarm. That is not good. Yeah, how about you go fuck yourself? Nope, no thank you. I don't want you to swarm that quickly. Or maybe it's gonna do it anyway. Boy. However, yeah, I'll pop it early. Raise me to 3600 or 3900, I guess. Now, even if Triverr did get blown up, that would still allow me to do, just swarm the field for free. Not even a big deal. Unfortunately, this has 3100 attack points and got normal summon, so fuck. Oh well. I probably should have shifted it to defense mode. A little too late to be regretting that. Oh my god, so many cards. Oh Jesus. Oh me, oh my. Can I just undo all of it? Oh my god. Holy shit. Everything is gone. Sacrifice. Oof. Okay. Attack boost, they can't be destroyed. That sucks. But now's when the fun begins. So, again, you can special summon anything from your graveyard. Unfortunately, well, actually, get Deneb on the field. Because abilities are not negated. Allows me to search my deck on his turn. That is the best part. So just immediately pull up Altair, because Altair is arguably more of a playmaker than Vega is. So with that... Oh, look at that, another Altair. How about that shit? Actually, wait, I can utilize that. With this, pull up Vega. This might seem redundant to kill two Altairs at once, but I mean, I'm practically about to win, so not too big a deal. Pop another Altair. And with this, I do have the option to go into Rongo Miniad. However, that is a terrible idea, because again, Altair does keep any monsters that aren't Tellarknights from attacking, and despite the fact that this thing is immune to card effects, is only from your opponent card effects. So, not that good. But what we are going to do is just play a little bit dirty. Actually, oh, that's a great idea. Because Triverr is going to bounce Altair back to my hand. So I can reuse it later. That is a little gross. Boom, 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 boom. Say goodbye to your setup. Oh, okay, that sucks. Yeah, that's a problem. Oops. Okay, well that's a bit of an oopsie, but you still see my point though. You still absolutely see my point. But I can still kill his pendulum, so it's not, I mean, not big a deal. I just gotta play a little creatively. It figures a Qliphort deck will be giving me this much of a problem. That's normal summon, so 1800. Boost. Oh god, you would. And again, not even big deal. Not even a big deal. You can special summon Altair. This deck is a little annoying for people, in case it wasn't completely obvious. And a cooler thing, actually, is that if I were to special summon, I'm going to special summon Triverr because, you know, 2500 defense points is pretty good. Yep. So, you're still on the field. This is fun. Ooh, instant fusion. So, instant fusion. Oh god. Oh boy. Oh me, oh my. This is gonna be interesting. So, Altair into Deneb. Allows me to search. I'm gonna search my last Altair. That would probably be a little bit good. And now instant fusion for our 2,000 life points. Not even a big deal. Get this boy up. And with that, special summon one more monster. Who be? That doesn't matter anyway. It's already going to be negated anyway. Alright, so I have 4 level 4 monsters on the field right now. Pretty good. I would say it's pretty decent. So what I will actually do, let's see, 5000, effect our card's effects, poking out and roll someone's other. So Rongo does have a really good ability to just completely shut out enemy monsters. Considering what I'm up against, that would probably be for the best. But think. Hold up a sec. I'd actually think about this for a minute. There's a little bit of a roundabout method, but it's my best bet, so might as well. Alright, so first of all, I'm going to Castell away. Castell away, that's the term. I'm going to bounce back. What is raising this attack card? That. I'm going to get rid of Sacrifice first. Well, I guess I got to bounce this, whatever. Next, I'm going to set up Rongo. I won't be able to attack directly right now, so that's not a good deal. I can try. Oh god, really? Oh, okay. Apparently Starleaf still affects it, even though this clearly says if this card is normal summon / set, it is unaffected by activated effects from any monsters whose original level / rank is lower than this card's current level. So 7, 4, and it seems to have gone through. I don't get it, but okay, sure. Alright. I hate this game sometimes. Okay. So I guess with all of that resolved, or maybe not, he's gonna do another one. Oh goody, another disc. And I can't negate this one. Go figure. Well, I lost this one, ladies and gentlemen, but you know what? That's okay, because Qliphort is still a bit of a pain in the ass anyway. Yeah, boy! Get that pendulum out of here. Okay, so I've come to realize that I'm probably overthinking a lot of cards in Qliphorts, and I think I've come to realizing exactly what the hell I'm doing wrong. Also, Reclade is not a card you actually want to use in this fucking deck. For some reason, it's still working on me. That is odd, but okay then. So, I can actually demonstrate this card's ability. Bounce something on the field back. Wait, is that only target monster effects? One monster on the field or any player's graveyard. Oh, well. Hold up. To make sure Scout stays out of play, I'm gonna go put it back in his deck. It's because Scout goes back in the hand. God damn it, I'm an idiot. Ugh. Okay, so enough of that. I'm just gonna go ahead and cast all the things the fuck out of here. Because I am rather good at not being stunned and having it affecting my specific ranks of play. I'm good on that, thank you. So with this should hopefully win me the match. Hope, maybe. That'd be nice. Bounce it back. There we go. And swing for game. Hopefully, I do believe I have the attack points for this. Yeah. Qliphorts are just annoying. They're a really damn good stun deck, and even though I do use Qliphorts myself, I kind of forgot just how strong they actually are. So, yeah, that was a bit of a mistake on my part. Anyway, this is one final look at the deck. I'm just gonna go ahead and scroll through it really fast. Again, shout out big time to Dabnon242. That guy does fantastic deck profiles. If you want to see this deck in action more, go check his channel. I'll link the video down in the description below. He does fantastic work. Yeah, I'm going to be making a few more deck profiles of Legacy Duelists going into Link Evolution, so a lot of you guys have something more to play with on your way to the game coming out. Also, I do have the game pre-ordered. I will be getting on the 20th, and there will be live streams of the game, and we'll be doing a full playthrough together on a live stream. So yeah, take care guys. Peace.